Hey guys, so today I'll be showing you how you can get into your dream school of USC School of Cinematic Arts. Follow me. I mean, look at this place. It's beautiful. I understand why you probably want to come here. The school is the #1 film school in the world, and the architecture is absolutely stunning. Look at this. We got the George Lucas building over there, the Steven Spielberg building over there, and we got this statue over here. Just such a cool place. Alright, so there's two huge part to the USC Film School application. Number one is like all the transcripts, the Common App, and letters of recommendation. And then the second part is the slide room application. So let's talk about the first one. So number one, you're gonna have to fill out the Common App. The Common App, you put your activities, your name, your family, everything basically, and then you have to write a few essays, but it's pretty easy in my opinion. Not a lot of supplemental stuff. Just try to be interesting and be yourself and just be fun, you want to try to stand out. So another part of it is like your GPA. Obviously it's a film school, but your grades still matter, and you want to have relatively good grades. Obviously if you have terrible grades you still can get in, but you want to do good in school, so do good in school. You said GPA, there's like standardized tests. It's not required, it's optional, but if you're good at taking tests, doing it will do you a lot of good to make you stand out academically from all the other students. I personally got like a 32, but it doesn't have to be crazy high. And I know a lot of people who got in without even submitting in, to see what your strengths are. Alright, another part is the letters of recommendation. And basically this is kind of big, and you want to find people that you trust, that obviously like you, and people that are similar to the field. Personally, I got my college band director to write me a letter, also got my debate coach and my English teacher. So try to find people that are similar to your field, but make sure they really like you and like your work. The second huge part is the slide room application, and this is more specific to your major. Personally, I was a film production admit, so there's a few parts to the slide room. Number one is your personal statement. For your personal statement, try to kind of tell a story, right? Beginning, middle, and end. Something personal and something simple. Try not to tell like a really complex story, and tell something very personal to you. I talked about how I kind of, used my passion for filmmaking to sort of build like a little community in the state of Wyoming, and just stuff like that, right? And I can make another video going in depth into like the secrets of writing the best personal statement, but just try to write something, trying to do something interesting and something that means something to you, not something that you think the admissions people would want to hear. Number two, fight on, is the writing sample. So basically there's a few choices in this. You can write a 4-minute film with no dialogue. You can write a conversation. The third one is the one I chose, is you can write like a film treatment, a 2-page treatment about a feature film. I talked about a retired baseball player that's like kind of in an insane asylum. It's an interesting kind of concept I came up with, but just make something interesting, right? USC, they want to find the best storytellers in the world, and to be a good storyteller, you gotta tell fun, interesting stories that have meaning to it, and stories that show change in the character, right? Or have like plot twists or just interesting elements to it, because you want to stand out from everyone else. Number three is a creative portfolio list. This one's pretty easy. Just write all the stuff that you've done creatively, and stuff that shows that you're very passionate about filmmaking, which I'm sure you are if you're watching this video. Personally, I put like 10 of my like latest short films, but you don't have to put your short films. Just do whatever that you feel is creative. Another advice that no one really talks about is, if you create a portfolio website, I think that can go a long way, because you're going to do it pretty much anyways in college or after college. So if you do it now, with Google like sites or something, I think that could, make you stand out from everyone else. Number four is collaboration question. This is the part where you talk about a collaboration failure and a collaboration success. And, personally, I talked about, this is like a bird right next to me. Little, oh God, it's gonna attack me or something. So what I talked about is, a failure I kind of had freshman year of high school with, making a short film with my class. Another thing I was talking about is when I and some of my friends set up like a film festival during the pandemic. An advice I have for this is kind of just put your failure before the success, so it shows growth and how you're changing as a person. All right, number five is the video introduction. And basically what you want to do is make yourself presentable. Wear something that you feel comfortable in, something that expresses you, makes you unique, and find an interesting location. I feel like everyone's gonna do it in their bedroom, so if you can do it like outside, on a mountain and somewhere cool, I think it can totally make you stand out from all the other applicants. For me, I did it on the mountain next to my house, and it was very beautiful. Definitely took a few tries, but it was very good at the end. Also, try to memorize what you're gonna say, so you're not kind of looking at a paper and you're speaking more naturally, like to the camera. All right, number 6 is the media sample. This is probably the most important one in your SCA application. And basically, you have 2 options of video and photo. And you can totally do both, just whatever you're stronger at. For me personally, I chose making a short film, and I made this film about this teen who gets drafted on a professional track team and has to decide between his career and his dementia-ridden grandfather on a ranch. And it's like this pretty cool film. It's probably one of my favorite films I've made. And for you, I would suggest make something that's personal, because the most personal is the most creative, I think. Also, I would say make something that reflects your style of filmmaking. Don't try to copy other people. Hello. All the animals on campus, super friendly. But anyways, have your character, change, have like a narrative structure, right? Beginning, middle, end. Have a character go through change, have him learn something, make it simple and interesting. You can watch the video of how I made my short film, like, somewhere up here. It doesn't have to be too hard, right? Don't worry about gear. Everyone, thinks they have to have the nicest camera. You really don't. You can use a phone. I've seen people get in with really not so good, like quality-wise, but like video quality-wise, but the story's good. That's what matters. So spend time on your story. Don't worry about the gear. So yeah, now you have basically learned about the whole application process, and the film program has like a 3% application rate. So I'm just saying it's very hard to get in, but you took the right step watching this video, because this is gonna teach you a lot, and I hope you do get in. And if you do get in, you can come around campus and say hi to me, unless you're watching this 4 years later where I will be graduated by then. But keep in mind, even if you don't get in, there's so much path to take. I think there's just there's so many options. There's so many different film schools, and you don't even need to go to film school, right? So best of luck. Hope you guys get in, and if you don't, best of luck on your filmmaking endeavors. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.